Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Finger Guns Podcast with Tony, Dave, and James. I am your It's a Little Chilly Out Jimmy, and I'm here with...
Big T, Tony B.
Yes, and...
Not a bitch, Dave.
Not a bitch.
Yeah, because it's not that chilly.
Oh, I see. It's a dig at me.
It
I
is.
thought someone had insulted you today and called you a bitch, and you're just setting the record straight.
Somebody called me a fucking goof at Costco. I got into an altercation in the parking lot.
I'm sorry.
They called me a fucking
What?
goof. Yeah.
No.
Altercation.
What?
Yeah,
Who hurt my boy?
I got to the end
He's
of
a
the
dumbass.
I got to the end of the parking, or the end of the lane, I guess.
Sure, for the record,
It's a-
which Costco? Ancaster or Grimsby?
Grimsby.
Okay.
Got to the end, and
Yes.
I was going to turn, and gentleman was just zooming past. He just didn't slow down at all, and he started honking on his horn. I was in the wrong because I wasn't looking,
Right.
or I
yes,
wasn't doing
sure.
I didn't do
Yeah.
a good enough job looking. He was also going too fast in a parking lot.
Yes.
Either
Yeah.
way, so he honked at me and he waved his hands at me like a crazy person.
Yeah.
And because I just wasn't feeling his shit that day, I just gave him the finger, and he stopped his car and got out to yell at me.
Out of the car? Dude, that's my worst nightmare.
He's a dumbass.
He got
He's
out of the
guy's an
car
instigator.
to yell at me. And there was a lineup of cars behind him. He still stopped the car, got out to yell at me.
Did you wish him a pleasant day? Did you wish him many tomorrows?
I told him
Did you wish him a plague upon his house?
I told him that I knew I was that I did the wrong thing. I was like, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, type thing. Like, because he was calling me a fucking goof and calling me names, and I was just like, you're being a fucking asshole now, bud.
Yeah.
And Quentin was in the back laughing his ass off because he thinks
Sure.
it's hysterical.
Yeah.
And
boy.
I just had put the window down slightly just to yell at him, type thing. But I was just very much like, I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
Where
But
do
you're
you
an
expect
asshole too?
Where do you expect this altercation to go at this point?
Enjoy your remaining
I've
years.
never-
Like, I
I've
thought
never understood
there
it.
was part of me that thought he was going to open the car door and take me out.
Yeah.
Which would have been very interesting.
Yeah.
Considering the kids were in the
God.
back.
God.
But yeah, I apologize profusely to the kids. But yeah, altercation, almost altercation in Costco.
God.
Well, I'm glad you're safe.
I'm glad you're still here.
Can you not make stupid decisions like that
He
in
was
future?
being an asshole.
I totally get it, but why'd you gotta flip him off? You could have just been like, just have a blessed day and moved on with your life.
I should have
Blessed
told him to have a
day.
blessed day.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I wasn't in the wrong, I probably would have told him to have a blessed day.
Yeah.
But I was blaming myself, and he was still being a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Grimsby.
I get it. I made a mistake. I didn't look hard and I
Yeah.
didn't look well enough. I get it.
Yeah.
But you were also going too fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. You're still going too fast in a parking lot. It's a busy Saturday. This is on you too, fucker.
Yeah. Ridiculous. On a Saturday?
On a Saturday.
No.
On a Saturday.
You want to know who the goof is? That guy.
That guy.
That guy's the fucking goof.
That guy. Like, I'm.
Also,
You've worked in car. Would he not have had some fault there if he hit me and he was going fast enough?
No,
it would have been me?
Yeah, you're the T of the intersection. He has the right of way.
He still shouldn't be going that fast in a parking lot.
Yeah, shouldn't
driving.
be going that fast. It
Reckless
becomes
driving.
irrelevant when it comes to you pulling out and not seeing somebody.
So what you're saying is I need a good lawyer if he.
Absolutely.
All right. So
You're darn tootin'.
All right. So we need to get some. We need to get some lawyer sponsorships on this. Up in this motherfucker.
Hurting a car, call William Attar.
Salino,
888-8888.
Salino or Barnes.
Salino and or Barnes, not both anymore.
Not both anymore.
They had a divorce. They had a falling
I'm
out.
so upset.
So
I'm still
I hope
not
they're
over
well.
it.
I hope they're well.
I'm still not over it. Every time I used to drive into the States and see their
Yeah.
ads, it brought me great joy. And now I drive in and it's only one of them. It's only
Yeah.
Salino.
Yeah.
It's just Selena.
You start wondering if Barnes died, maybe?
He's still alive.
Oh,
As
good.
far as I know, he is still alive. They genuinely had a falling out.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
Either way, long and short, fuck that guy. Fuck him for going too fast. and fuck him for getting out of the car to fucking throw down.
Yeah. I mean, underappreciated insult. Fucking goof is a really underappreciated insult. I'm going to use it more often in my day-to-day life.
Like, I should
start using that every day.
Fucking goof.
Fucking goofs.
He's lucky that the guys behind him didn't rear end him, because that actually would have been his fault, because he stopped in the middle of the fucking lane.
Yes, without any reason to stop.
With
Yes.
no reason to stop. I was swearing at him. That's not a reason to stop.
No, it is not.
I should have thrown. I was in the mood to throw down that day.
No, you did the right thing. Open a crack, heard your insults, took your licks, and you went on and you had a blessed day.
It actually wasn't a terrible day.
See?
It wasn't a terrible day.
There you go. That's what we want. And from that, let's go talk about some fucking movies. You goof.
Fucking goof. Fuck you very much.
Put some respect on that name.
Put some respect on that name. If you're going to call me out for it, you call me a fucking goof, not just a goof.
Oh, fair enough.
Hope my mother's listening.
She probably is.
She is most definitely not.
Well, I'll tell her to listen to this one and tell her I give her a shout out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. There you go.
Word to your mother.
When I'm throwing shade.
Yeah. We want to do kind of like a regular episode today.
Yes, I do.
I love this.
Yes, I do.
So we'll start with a little best my worst.
Tony, are you having a stroke?
I was just trying to
smell burnt toast. Do you smell burnt toast?
I was literally trying to not to make music. I was trying not to make a sound on the mic. So I had to yawn silently, and I just had to it was like a weird velociraptor thing.
It was.
It was very, very unsettling.
We gotta get video so they can start seeing us do stupid shit
one day.
Very unsettling.
One day.
Who
wants to lead us off?
Let's do some regular bullshit, because we haven't done that in quite some time.
Who wants to kick us off?
I can kick us off.
All right.
So I don't really have any outstanding real banger bangers.
Sure.
But I'm gonna do this one is it's not quite a best. I would say low best. Very, very high meh. But low best. I'm talking about the new film that came out on Mother's Day on Netflix. I'm talking about Nonnas.
Oh, that's nice.
It came out on the Friday before Mother's Day.
Well, it was there
Mother's
for
Day
the weekend.
There you go. See?
And did you have a nice time watching it on Mother's Day with your mother?
Of course, I watched it with my mother.
With your Italian mother?
With my Italian mother.
Sicilian.
Who's also Sicilian.
Who's also Sicilian and also a nonna herself.
Yes. Anyways, if you don't know what Nonnas is, it is about a man who starts a restaurant with Nonnas. Nonnas. No, not his Nonna.
Oh no, he's filling the Nonna void.
Yeah, he's filling the Nonna void. He basically has the idea to make basically build a restaurant where it's cooked by Nonnas, bringing the sense of Italy to the people of Staten Island.
Sure.
And yeah, that's basically it.
Well, he only brings to Staten Island because that was the cheapest piece of real estate he could find.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
He's from Manhattan.
Of course. Vince Vaughn, I didn't really see him as an Italian, but he pulls it off. Joe Manganiello's in it. Drea Di Matteo, the revolving door of anyone and everyone who has shown up on The Sopranos is in this movie.
Or
Joey
Goodfellas.
Pants?
Joey Pants wasn't in it.
Well, then it's throw it in the bin.
But Jackie, what's his name from the first season? Jackie something.
Jackie Jr., Jackie Aprile?
No, was it Jackie Aprile?
Yeah,
Jackie Aprile in the bed. Yeah. He's in it.
That's nice.
He was just in that shitty De Niro movie we did.
Yeah, he was in Alternate Nights too. This movie is really like a warm hug. I spent a majority of the movie bawling my eyes out because I'm a little bit of a softie. Mm-hmm. But it did remind me of our family get-togethers in the 90s and growing up at Nonna's house and the food and the revolving door of people.
Sure.
And they keep harping on this line in the movie that like you don't grow old at the table, and like that like really hit me hard because like a lot of my favorite memories of our family involve us being around the table.
Sure.
So yeah, it definitely accomplishes that. It's, I would say, a smidge too long.
All right.
A smidge too long. It could have been trimmed. If this was like 90 to 100 minutes, like literally would have been perfection. But it goes on a little bit. They could have tightened it up a little bit, and some of the story isn't like there's holes.
Yeah,
and it goes on a little bit too long. But other than that, warm hug. I loved it. Part of me probably loved it because I was watching it with my mom, and I was watching it with Dave too. So we were watching it as a family. So I guess I love that too.
Yeah,
and yeah, if you just need a feel good kind of movie that'll get you fucking hungry, Nonnas.
Love it
for sure.
So you don't see Vince Vaughn as an Italian, but do you see Susan Sarandon as an Italian?
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
absolutely not.
Okay, I wanted to just clarify on that point as well. I wanted to clarify that this movie was supposed to play TIFF, and it got pulled at the last minute because Netflix bought it before it played TIFF, and this movie would have been gangbusters at TIFF.
Oh, it would have
definitely been top 3.
Definitely. It would have killed at TIFF.
Would have killed. So that's a real crying shame that it didn't get to play there. And Tony, you failed to mention that, as usual, it criminally underuses Linda Cardellini.
Oh,
and it's just
like most movies do.
Every movie underuses Linda Cardellini. Even
Scooby-Doo.
Even if she is the lead in the movie, she is underused.
Yeah.
And underappreciated. And I hate it. I hate that she's so underused and underutilized. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Like, get my girl some time.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure.
Just because she was the fucking influence for Sarah Marshall doesn't mean she gets to get done dirty for the rest of her career.
This is true.
I don't know names, but I know faces, and I know where I can put them together.
Yeah.
So forgive me if I get the names wrong. But the Nonnas are basically Susan Sarandon.
Sure.
And then you have Talia Shire,
yeah.
right? And then Lorraine Bracco from Goodfellas. So 2 huge Italian actors,
also from The Sopranos.
And then the other Nonna, whose name is escaping me, but she was also Italian. So you literally have these 3 Italians, and then Susan Sarandon,
Brenda Vaccaro,
there.
And Susan Sarandon. Noted Italian Susan Sarandon, but also noted Italian Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Also, every time Adriana Mateo showed up, I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Adriana! Come on."
She plays the typical New York Italian.
Where is Syl when you need him?
She has fallen off the deep end too.
Yeah, she's doing OnlyFans, and she's like a staunch Republican now.
Yeah. Big MAGA head. So. Fuck Dre DiMatteo. To go along with John Voight.
You love that thing I sent you today, didn't
you? I did. Bitch ass John Voight.
I still want to see that movie. I have it on Kino.
Who's next?
I guess I could go.
Sure.
I guess I would talk about this. I don't know, this 2 hour and 50-minute indie picture, I think, that comes out this weekend. It stars some nobody named Thomas Cruise. I hear he's an up and comer.
Yeah,
he's an up and comer.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense, but I feel like I want you guys to watch it first before I discuss it.
Fair.
So this little indie, I think it's called Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Yeah. I think whatever title they've landed on for right now.
Whatever.
We'll see by the Blu-ray release.
We'll see whatever the title is. If you want to hear how I felt about that film, you can read my review on MrWillWong.com right now.
So you can't really hear it.
I'm sorry. You can certainly read it. You can certainly. I'm sorry.
Actually, no. You can. You can get your phone to just read the page for you, so you can get Dave's thoughts read to you. Maybe not by Dave, not in his sultry voice.
No. I haven't given my voice to AI yet, but maybe that's something I should do, so you can hear my sultry thoughts on independent films with Haley Atwell and Henry Cerny and
Perfect.
fucking
Simon Pegg.
Simon
Simon
Pegg. Holt
Pegg.
McNally, man. Holt McNally. I love that
boy.
guy. I love that guy. Anyways, we'll talk about that on the next episode. Because I definitely have some thoughts, but you can read them right now or, get your phone to tell you about them. I guess the other one I should talk about being a best is Tony and I had the privilege of going to our favorite local cinema, the Playhouse, to see There Will Be Blood in 35 millimeter, directed at that point by P.T. Anderson, who now goes by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Sure. Yes, that's right. I was like, wait, what the fuck happened? Yeah, okay. Sure.
He used to call himself PT. Now he goes by his full Christian name.
Yeah.
He'll always be PT.
I realized, because I was talking to a friend of the podcast, Justin Waldman, who fell asleep during the movie. He'd never seen it before and he fell asleep. So, haha, Justin, didn't think we'd catch you, did you?
Poor guy.
When I saw this movie back in 2008, when it first came out, I would have seen it on 35 millimeter because it wouldn't have been in digital.
Yeah. You didn't have another option.
So it was kind of funny because we usually go to the Playhouse to see movies we've never seen in 35 millimeter.
You definitely did.
And I most certainly have seen this movie in 35 millimeter. And somehow, despite us going to see films that are much older than this film, this print was beat.
Oh, so it was from 2008.
It was from 2008. It did not look like it had been restored or had been redone since 2008.
There was some rough bits.
Holy shit, there will be blood. Send it out.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
It was rough.
They found it in the back of a dumpster behind a closed AMC theater.
It looked rough. To that point, though, this movie is gorgeous. Holy shit, the cinematography in this movie is outstanding.
Yeah.
I had forgotten how beautiful this movie looks.
This is a movie I want to add on 4K.
Oh, yes, we need this on 4K because it was just the lighting in so many, it was just a gorgeous movie for the eyes.
Yeah.
And fucking Daniel Day-Lewis is one of the goats in this movie.
It's a masterclass, man.
He's a goat, but this is one of his best performances, bar none. And the fact that it came out the same year that what's his fucking name? Who plays Anton Chigurh, Tony?
Javier
Bardem. The fact that the two of them gave all-timer performances in the same year and won for those performances, holy Jesus.
Yeah.
It's just out of this fucking world and you hang on everything. And I know Tony says it gets a little boring. Maybe it was because me and Tony had a little bit of the devil's lettuce beforehand, but I was just on board for the whole time.
Yeah.
Just loving every scene because I remember it being fucking boring and I was enthralled the entire time.
No, that's great to hear.
To Tony's point, me and him, when we saw the bowling alley show up, we both chuckled out loud.
I was right up, I was in the last the back half of the movie. I was man, this just come on.
I get you.
And then the bowling alley, and I was literally right up, and I was here we go, baby. Yeah, we're fucking ready.
Yeah.
Such a masterclass, and it's gorgeous, and the music, Johnny Greenwood makes it it's like a horror movie with the music, and it's so good. Yeah, and he wasn't nominated for an Oscar for some reason, which but it did win for cinematography, and just the one scene where the well goes up in flames is Tony talks about those shots that you put on the wall.
It's
I'd want the whole wall to be that scene. Yeah. Not just a frame, maybe just every single frame from that scene built up on a wall.
It's gorgeous.
It's incredible. And I loved watching this again. So I definitely should kick myself in the ass for waiting this long to see it again.
Yeah, is it truly the last time you saw it was 2008? You never went back to it.
I never went back. I went with a friend of the podcast, Mike Laidman.
Yeah,
we saw it together at the Upper James Cineplex when Cineplex was not a thing. When Cineplex was its own thing away from Famous Players.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man. I've revisited at least 2 or 3 times since
Never
then.
watched it since.
Wild.
And I had definitely forgotten it was 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 40 minutes.
Yeah. And
I sat down. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. There's crazy moments. Like you mentioned that, first of all, Javier Bardem and Daniel Day-Lewis delivered two iconic characters with iconic lines in the same year in two films that are of a similar genre, if Western deserts count for anything. It's nuts how
I've abandoned my son.
I've abandoned my boy. I've abandoned my child. It's excellent. He's a tour de force. Like, it is a masterclass in fucking acting.
The fucking oil man speech. Like, he does it like multiple times, and it's like literally
God.
like rehearsed to a T, man.
It's his con man speech.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And then
This
you
is
get
my son and partner from HW.
yes. Like you get to the end of that bowling alley and you've just seen like this man is just broken down, but he's still at his core just a piece of vile shit.
Yeah.
Like he gives no fucking fucks. But to just call you just afterbirth a brilliant insult. We're talking about good insults. Calling someone afterbirth is fucking nuts. Like
It's savage.
Yeah.
It is that is a level of savagery that I
put you
could
in a
never
glass jar, Eli.
I could never like match.
Yeah.
Just
Incredible. I'm glad you revisited it. Welcome back.
yes, I will. I'll
I
be
need
definitely
it on
picking
4K.
up the 4K when it comes out. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's coming. I was already going to pick it up, but now it's like a definite. Like I need to buy it immediately.
Is Criterion up right now? Because this sounds like something they should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Paramount movie, so it might be a Paramount Presents.
Oh, that's fine. That could be cool too.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't know if Tony appreciated it as much as I did, but it says like Paramount Vantage is the first title card,
Yeah.
and then it's a Miramax title card, and I was like, "Yay, Harvey Weinstein!"
No.
Yikes!
Yeah. I think we did the same thing when Pulp Fiction rolled too, and we're like, "Ooh,
Yeah, his name's
Yikes.
actually in the credits.
oh, is it ever?
And everybody was like, "Eee, eee."
Yikes! You can't take those names back."
Yeah, fuck
Anyway,
that guy.
great. Well
I'm
done.
going to talk about fuck John Voight, fuck Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, fuck Harvey Weinstein.
He'll be dead soon.
Yeah,
We can only hope.
he got what was coming to him.
Did he? I think he deserved worse.
No, he deserved much worse.
I don't know what's happening to him currently, day to day in prison, Tony.
Death.
Well, when they say
it's
that
coming.
when they say that he's being treated inhumane and just like that he's in the worst like
Good.
place that he could ever be in and just like
Good.
the worst conditions, and I was like, I feel bad for the prison.
Yeah.
Grim Reaper's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's a
I feel
knocking.
bad. He got COVID and cancer, and I was just like, I feel bad for cancer.
Couldn't have happened to a better person.
Couldn't have happened to a better person.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
James.
Well, on the heels of what you're not talking about, my partner and I rewatched the entirety of the Mission Impossible franchise recently.
Lovely.
Mainly because she had never seen them. She had seen, well, I rephrase. She had seen 1, 2, and maybe 3. We're unsure as a kid, younger, back when they came out, but she has never revisited them since, and certainly never watched anything like Ghost Protocol onwards.
So she hasn't watched the bangers.
No, correct. So we decided to watch it from the beginning.
Lovely.
And Man 2 and 3 are still just atrocities.
There's good part. There's
Three
goodness to it.
has a good villain.
3 has a good villain.
I need you guys to correct yourself when you say good.
He's a good villain.
No, James, he's
Incredible.
not a good villain. He's better than incredible. He is top tier. He makes that movie watchable.
He does make that
if
movie
he does
watchable.
not in that movie, I would never watch
He
it
does.
again.
You're right. He does make. He is a good villain, but he is a
Legendary.
legendary villain in that movie because it's the only reason to watch that movie.
Yes.
at all.
Sure.
Yes.
2, there's almost no reason to watch it except for the doves.
Love the motorcycle bit.
The motors when they throw motorcycles at each other.
It's fine.
and he kicks up the gun.
Come on.
It's fine.
Come on.
It's fine.
and him like free solo.
By that point, the free solo opening hooks you in, but then there's
the glasses.
There's fucking nothing. The bike shit is at the very end of the movie.
Anthony Hopkins.
He didn't even want a credit in the movie,
true.
Tony.
This isn't mission difficult.
Oh my
Mission
god.
Impossible. Tony Hopkins, everybody. Tony Hopkins.
Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Take a bow.
A thespian had to deliver that line. Anyway, not what I want to talk about because whatever. We made it through those two, which were bad, and then Ghost Protocol onwards, it definitely improved and got better until you get to the piece de resistance. And I will wait. I will hold all of my applause and criticisms until I see the final reckoning this coming weekend. Fallout.
Banger.
I cannot deal with that movie. It is perfect. Like, it is, and out of all the Mission Impossible movies thus far, and again, holding judgment on whatever the final reckoning ends up being, it's the perfect one.
It's about as damn close to perfect as it could be.
Yeah. What more do you need? You have insane stunts. You have full IMAX ratios at home, which is also a great joy and a treat when your screen itself widens up and you watch this man do a halo jump that he did 28 to 30 times or something to get those shots.
IMAX ratios.
Sure, yes. I'm at home. I'm not on an IMAX screen, Dave. I can't afford one in my house.
It's not a 143. It's a 190. So.
Yes. You have
still gorgeous.
You have Henry Cavill's arm cocks.
That's like a top 3 moment in the entire
top 3 moment in the franchise. Also top 3 moment, possibly top 5 moment. I'll give it a top 5 moment. Looking at Henry Cavill and going, that's the mustache. Every time I see it, I'm like, that's the mustache. It's my most favorite petty fact about any movie production ever, and I get to look at it every time I watch that movie, and it's great.
I watched it with Melissa too this past weekend, and when that came up, I was like, "Hey, that's the reason why Justice League failed."
That wasn't the reason why Justice League failed.
No, but that's one of the things.
It was the nail in the coffin.
It's in the cake. It's on the cake. It's one of the candles on the cake.
It's fucking perfectly paced. You get Vanessa Kirby in there, who's legendary in that role. Rebecca Ferguson is excellent. The cast is firing on all cylinders. The plot actually at least feels like it goes somewhere, like you're having fun with. It leads to an all-out high-stakes helicopter fucking chase, which is nuts on all levels. And that moment at the end where the helicopters they crash and then they're stuck in the canyon and then the helicopters continually fall down is probably one of the most exhilarating things I've seen in a long time. Anyway, Fallout is, I think, as close to perfect as the franchise is ever going to get, barring whatever the final reckoning looks like. But I have a feeling it's going to be hard to top that. And I love going back to watch Fallout. Over every other Mission Impossible that exists, I could watch Fallout
on repeat
any day of the week. I could just put it on and just have a gas.
You want to know what the most perfect Mission Impossible movie is?
Yeah,
the fucking trailer for Fallout. The first trailer for Fallout.
Oh, dude.
It's like a 3-minute trailer. I think it premiered at the Super Bowl. I watch it all the time. It is amazing.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah,
I love that trailer.
Oh. So good.
I love that fucking trailer. It's a short film on its own, and it's beautiful, and it has a random scene that's not in the movie.
Love it. I love it. Tony.
For my meh, I have a little film. I think it came from the indie scene.
Oh.
Made a lot of money.
Oh,
pretty popular.
On the indie scene.
Yeah, on the indie scene. Sure. Pretty popular with the kids.
Oh, good. What little studio put it out?
Would have been Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tony's just stealing my jokes.
Stealing his jokes.
Yeah. That was going to be Sony Picture Classics.
Right?
I'm saying that. I like SPC.
Yeah, what the hell, Dave?
I got on the Minecraft train and watched a Minecraft movie.
Did you watch it with a live chicken?
I should have.
Then you did it wrong.
No, I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was on another planet when I saw this movie.
Yeah, that tracks. That
tracks. Oh boy, it was the best decision I could have made.
Excellent.
Because this movie was an absolute blast. It was a blasty blast. It was not great.
Well,
by any means,
not.
But I had a fucking blast. A lot of Jumanji vibes that I got from it.
Yeah, it seems to be copy my work but change it a little bit styles.
A little bit. Not knowing the lore was kind of an experience, but being on another planet, it's almost like a D&D game that you're just like, okay, like I'm just gonna take this at face value.
Sure.
And yeah, it was just I didn't expect to have fun, but I did.
Well,
yeah,
I'm glad you did.
Jack Black is Jack Black. Like he's just being himself, which is always a riot.
Sure.
James, I'm not gonna lie to you, you will fucking hate this movie.
Yeah, I have
because
no
you
plans
really
of watching it.
you really can't have you just you got to be able to have some fun.
Are you saying I can't have fun?
Yeah, kind of.
I can have fun. I can enjoy things.
Okay, fun police.
Okay. So let's get really, really stoned and watch the Minecraft movie.
Love to.
It's called a Minecraft movie.
Minecraft
Give it its
movie.
rightful fucking name.
Christian name. I apologize.
It's
a Minecraft movie.
just in case they need to make 17 more.
They're
going to.
Oh, I know.
Made almost a Billy.
I will laugh. I did laugh out loud though when the chicken jockey part came.
Sure.
Because literally, it's like they literally telegraph it from a mile away.
Yeah.
But again, I know nothing about Minecraft.
It's in the
I know
trailer
nothing
too.
Yeah.
because I remember the trailer.
That's the only part I remembered.
Okay. Anyways, this thing came up, and then it literally like hit Melissa's arm, and I'm just like, "It's here! It's finally here!" She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Chicken jockey!" And then, sure enough,
You
I
fucking
love that you got excited about lore that you don't even know.
Right.
Right. Excellent.
But it was just a blast. It was harmless fun.
Sure.
It was garbage.
Yeah.
What about Steve's lava chicken? Lava.
How was it?
Chicken.
I on it. That was one of the parts where I just wanted to punch the TV.
Yeah.
There's those that see this movie is like a roller coaster ride. Because like you're like on board and then you're like really, really annoying and then on board. It's like Airplane basically because like if you didn't like that bit, you're gonna like the next 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Are
Except
you
I feel like
comparing
it's not
a Minecraft film to
Airplane.
My
I'm doing
brother in
it. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Christ.
I'm probably gonna lose some street cred for that one,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
I'm on hook and you get the fuck
All right.
off.
That's fine.
You're out.
I was going to say that, like, at least Airplane, most of the jokes are funny.
Exactly. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You're gonna hate
compare.
one. You like one. You hate six. And okay, so it's not Airplane. It's Family Guy.
There you go. Recent Family Guy.
Recent
It's
Family
also
Guy.
from the guy who did Napoleon Dynamite, so it's that kind of humor.
Yeah, I
yeah,
get
but
it.
except Napoleon Dynamite's not funny.
That's what I'm saying, Tony.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, a Minecraft movie
Love it.
from an indie studio
Warner
called
Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brother. Dave.
I'm going to talk about something that's actually good now, and I don't need to be on substances to say. I'm going to talk about a film I've always wanted to see. It's called Peter Bogdanovich's Paper Moon.
False is probably better on marijuana.
You think Paper Moon would be better on marijuana?
I've never seen. Is it black and white?
Yes.
Definitely.
So how was Paper Moon, Dave?
I was just being
Was
a
that
dick, Dave.
lovely?
I loved it. It's just it's made in the 70s, but it has an old time 30s feel, and just Ryan O'Neal and Tatum O'Neal. It was her first movie, and just I know they're father and daughter, but the way that they communicate is a thing of beauty. It's a sight to behold. It's truly wonderful. Just watching them kind of banter between each other, and just the way it's shot, the message of the movie, and it's just it. Tony was talking about warm hugs. This was a warm hug.
So why meh?
I didn't say meh.
Oh. Well, I didn't clarify because we
I'm
were in
sorry.
the meh category.
I didn't say meh. I'm keeping it in high.
Two bests?
Two bests.
All right.
Two bests.
That's rare for you. That's why I
Two
just
bests.
assumed.
No, I would not put it in meh. A lot of people think it's perfect. I do think that there's two side quest bits that don't quite work for me. I like Madeline Kahn and all, but like her whole bit, I'm just kind of like I got over it very quickly. Like I was just very invested in Tatum O'Neal, and she won an Oscar for it. She's the youngest Oscar winner ever, and it makes sense because
Yeah.
she's fucking awesome in
Yeah.
it. and just, I don't know. Josephine fell asleep, but it was late at night, and I was just on board.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I loved it.
That's great.
I loved it, and if I'd said it, I never said it was meh. I'm sorry I didn't clarify.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Peter, do not smite me for it.
Clearly he won't know.
It is most certainly in the best category. It is a must-see. It took me too long to watch it.
Absolutely.
I will be picking up the Criterion immediately.
Yeah.
And by immediately, I mean at the next sale.
Yes, of course.
Obviously.
Let's be serious.
We're economical.
But it's just so funny and it's just a feel-good picture.
Yeah.
And
it's been on my list for a long time.
It's just bringing a smile to my face just thinking about it.
Sure.
And yeah, that's Paper Moon.
I love that. Now I definitely want to watch it.
You most certainly should.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. Get your Peter Bogdanovich numbers up.
They are dreadfully low.
Right?
Dreadfully.
Right?
For my Matt, last episode I briefly talked about
an actual Matt, not a secret best.
Yeah, a proper Matt. Last episode I talked about the movie Oscar, which Tony kindly lent me from his Kino Lorber collection, which I love that it exists on physical copy. Thank you for having it.
Thank you, Kino Lorber.
Thank you, Kino Lorber.
Thank you, Kino Lorber, for printing that masterpiece. It is truly a meh of a movie because Stallone has no comedic timing whatsoever. Everybody else is acting circles around him in this kind of movie. And he's just woefully miscast, but he's just trying his best. He tries to tell a joke at one point. It doesn't work because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's a French farce, and he's a slow actor.
That movie was made around the same time Rocky V came out? Like, come on.
About that. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Give him some credit.
They wanted Pacino. They wanted Pacino, but Pacino got offered $25 million for what the fuck was around there?
Dick Tracy.
That's it. Thank you. And
Makes
so
sense.
they got Stallone instead because he was affordable.
I get it.
So
I get it.
Yeah. The movie itself is truly a meh, but I mean, it has great performances from literally the entire rest of the cast. But I wanted to talk about this because I went, and I think we mentioned it last episode as well, as I went to the How Did This Get Made podcast live.
Yes.
And had a hell of a time watching them record that episode. I'm very excited for when it comes out so that you two guys can listen to it and maybe pick up my laugh in the top.
I'm hoping for it.
Yeah. We created a brand new title. So normally, you have your what is it? The balcony demons? No, balcony. I can't remember right now. They have a specific name, but the way that Massey Hall works is the balcony's in the middle.
Yeah.
The gallery's up at the top. So they had to come up with an entirely new phrase because the balcony was down the middle of their mid-tier section, and it's the phrase is normally reserved for the people in the cheap seats. So we are now gallery urchins.
Nice. I love it.
We were way up near the top.
I love it.
And
are you going to buy the merch when it comes out?
It is out, and I am thinking about it. The shirt's only $20.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
So I think I might throw my order in and try to get that. They did say that we all have to order one because it's going to be so hyper specific to this venue that no one else is going to fucking buy this thing. So I was like, all right, fuck, I'll do it. But anyway, it was a really cool experience watching sort of how they record things live and what they can say and can't say. And because it was live, I was curious about how they would do it, how they would edit themselves if they needed to, and their approach was very cool. So it was going to get weirdly technical for half a sec, but so
we are a technical podcast.
We are. So Paul has they all have notes, of course, but he's got his sort of intro written out already, so that can roll before the credits actually play live, and then he's like, yeah, so some housekeeping rules. If you ever hear any one of us say, edit this out, that's a note for our producer to just cut out this segment and it won't appear anywhere. But that also goes for all of you. If you hear me say, edit this out, You heard nothing. I said nothing. So he was telling some stories and he was just like, edit that out. And now it doesn't exist anymore. Like I can't, I don't want to record it here. I might tell you afterwards, but it was just like kind of weird to hear it live, and just the way that they just kept the rhythm and flow going, and the way they fed off each other. And then, you know, Paul Scheer did his crowd work and wandering through and getting questions. I think the coolest moment was at the beginning of Oscar, for whatever reason. It's the best part of the movie, by the way, and it makes no sense. And I don't think I talked about it last time, but at the very beginning of the movie, the full credits roll. While the credits are rolling, there's a tiny little claymation man singing the overture from Barber of Seville.
Okay.
Why? No idea. Does it ever come up again? No. It is just as the credits roll, and it's a claymation whole thing as the credits are playing on the screen. This man is singing opera, and it's lovely. It's inexplicable, but it's lovely.
Tony, get John Landis on the horn. Let's find out.
I don't even want to know.
So John Landis dead?
No, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not. That came up too in a question, and they just went, nope, not touching that. So someone was like, is there like anything thematically, like the Barber of Seville plays in this big opening thing, and then the overture comes back throughout the movie as well. Is there anything thematically? And obviously these three idiots have no idea. So there's like, does anyone know anything about opera? And someone put up their hand. And so he went over and he's like, all right, so like, regardless of what you say, because you were the first person to raise your hand, you are now our resident opera expert. And she's like, oh, that's great. I'm the admin of the U of T opera department. So sure, I can comment on this. And people just lost their fucking minds. They're like, what the fuck are the odds that the person from cut to, I get home that night and, you know, like I was recounting the story or whatever. And then the next day, Nithya shows me, a reel on her phone, and a guy she went to high school with is the boyfriend of that girl who's the admin of I was like, what the fuck is this world? Like, what is this crossover Venn diagram that I have? Anyway, it was a very, very cool experience. I mean, the show started around 7-ish, and it got out at like 9:30. Like, that's it was, there's a lot more that happens that they don't obviously put in the episode, and there's a lot of just like shooting the shit and talking, and it was just kind of cool to see these three who are sort of veterans at this. They've been doing that podcast for apparently like almost 15 years.
It's been a while, yeah.
And just to see how they do it, how they've adapted live and touring and going through all the motions too, it was cool.
I'm pretty sure they've left in some of the edit this out things, because I'm pretty sure I've heard them say edit this. Now that you said it, I'm pretty certain I've heard Mantzoukas saying edit this out, and it's still there.
And it's still there because sometimes it's done as a joke, but sometimes
I understand.
Paul Scheer's been around.
I understand.
Anyway, it was also cool seeing him walk right past me and be like, Tony to me, like 3 feet away from me.
Love you, Paul.
Yeah. He's a nice bald man.
Did you get to give a shout out to Mantzoukas?
I did not. He was very far away.
I still would have shouted.
He never left the stage.
I still would have shouted at him.
Yeah.
I love you, Jason.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Oscar
very cool.
is a true meh.
Experience best movie meh.
Yes. Experience best movie meh. Listen to the episode on the How Did This Get Made podcast when it comes out, because it'll be a lot of fun. Tony, worst
pile of shit coming at you guys.
Straight up
pile of shit coming to you.
Is this part of the Tony revisit something collection? Or?
No, I haven't done that.
Those are my favorite.
I haven't done that in a while.
Too.
Yeah, I think I got to do that for the next episode.
Yeah.
Pile of shit coming to you from Amazon Prime.
Oh God.
Starring Anna Kendrick and
not Anna Kendrick
and this other actress that's kind of been in the news lately. Like, her face is like pretty much everywhere. Blake Lively.
Oh
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I fucking hate Blake Lively.
That's fair.
Tell us how you really feel.
That's
Anytime she was on screen, I was like, get this bitch the fuck off this movie. Like, I don't want to hear her. Like,
is it because of her acting?
It's hard to unsee fucking everything.
Oh.
It's so hard to unsee it. And her.
So before you keep going, you're talking about Another Simple Favor.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just clarify that.
Did I not say that?
You did
No,
not say it.
no.
You just launched into your tirade about Blake Lively.
Yeah, you really got stuck on Blake Lively there, and I was
You
just
didn't
like,
even name the movie. You're like, you want to know what I'm going to talk about? This bitch Blake Lively.
Sorry, boys. I'm talking about the sequel to A Simple Favor.
another
Simple Favor.
Was Blake Lively also in A Simple Favor?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what is
They
it?
were both- they were both-
What
they
is
were both in
unhard
it.
to see?
Just everything. Anytime she speaks,
Oh,
it's just like,
okay.
why? Why are you talking? Like, why does this movie exist? Why do you still exist?
Yeah.
Like, it's
She's married to Ryan Reynolds.
She was
not for long.
She was a mediocre actor that married Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, pretty much. This movie
a
does
beautiful, mediocre actor.
Sure. Yes. Sure.
This movie doesn't make a lick of sense. I'm gonna spoil it because
Oh, I was going home to watch it.
does anyone at this table
I do
Just
not
go,
give a
Tony.
care.
Just say what you want.
Okay, so spoiler alert: if you want to see this movie, don't. And,
Perfect.
If you also want to see this movie, I'm about to spoil
Was
it for you.
Oh, I thought that was a spoiler alert. Don't see it.
Don't see it.
Absolutely not. There's a twin side plot
Ugh.
Oh, fun.
and a twin side plot that involves Blake Lively.
Oh, is she? The
There's
secret
not
twin?
one of them. There's fucking two of them,
Of course, there is.
and it gets into some icky parts that I'm not going to ruin because that actually is worth watching because it's fucking stupid and I can't believe it exists.
Ickier than the fact that Anna Kendrick's character fucked her brother in the last one?
No, they up that. They up
they
that.
up that.
See?
Oh, all right,
They
all
up
right.
that.
All right, giddy up.
She fucks herself.
Because I remember
Oh,
there's a whole bit about her being a brother fucker, and that's supposed to be hee tee hee. It's like, not so tee hee, guys.
Less tee than you think it is.
But
Oh,
anyways,
God.
I don't want to waste my breath on this movie any
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
Fuck Blake Lively. Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why it exists. What's that director's name?
Paul Feig.
Yeah, like I honestly
I
don't
fucking
know
hate Paul Feig.
why he gets money anymore because he's made like
Can't.
one good movie
Yeah.
and a whole pile of shit.
Yep. I can't. No, thank you.
Yeah. I watched this movie, so you guys didn't have to, but you guys obviously have to see it because I need to hear
Damn
your
it.
opinion.
All right, fine.
Obviously.
But yeah, another Simple Favor.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Dave, do you have garbage or are you just oops all bangers today?
Give me a moment.
Do you know who else I hate in this world? Just kidding.
I can talk about one that's like a meh. I'll give it a meh. I'll give it a meh.
Two
But
best cinema.
it was an enjoyable meh.
Sure.
And it's a film called Clown in a Cornfield.
Yes.
Which
God.
is a wacky horror movie that just came out.
Yeah.
And the whole premise is you don't fuck with friendo. Hilarious. Basically,
That's just good life advice.
this small town. I don't remember what the fuck they make. Anyways, the clown is the mascot for whatever.
Does it have something to do with corn?
I think it's corn. Yeah, I think it's corn.
All right.
It's got to be corn. I don't fucking remember.
There's cornfields.
There are cornfields. Yes. Man, I don't fucking
Cow
remember.
feed. Friendo brand.
He is the mascot. The town is popular because of the product they make in the factory.
Sure.
The factory burns down.
Sure.
The town's kind of fallen by the wayside a little, and they needed a new doctor. So the doctor comes into town. It's
Sure.
Aaron Abrams, who is Canadian. I love him. He brings his daughter. She's kind of, she's a teenager, and she tries to not go with the pack, but she does end up with the pack type thing. And for some reason, the popular kids like to film horror movies and put them up on YouTube.
Sure.
And
That's what popular kids do.
that's what popular kids do in this town. They film horror movies,
Love it.
or horror shorts.
This
And-
kind of sounds familiar.
And Friendo shows up and he starts taking them out.
Sure, of course
in-
he does.
Increasingly violent ways.
Of course.
And for a while, this movie's it's a little boring. It doesn't really pick up for a little bit. It's putting all the pieces in place. It's supposed to take place in small town America, but it most certainly is shot in Canada and has a Canadian feel because they have this. They steal liquor from the liquor store, or from the convenience store type thing, and they leave the money for it on the counter.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that just seems like a Canadian thing to do. Steal it, but still pay for it.
Yeah, I guess.
All of this to say, there is a turn, and then the movie goes bonkers. All of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and I was like, yeah, this is all right. And I was like, oh, all right, giddy up. And it goes in it does a take that I was not expecting. This is based on a YA franchise, book franchise. So apparently there's sequels to it.
Great.
But it just goes in if you don't know the direction it goes, you're just like, oh, this is wacky. And it just becomes fun as fuck.
Oh,
and
that's good.
Just increasingly viciously violent.
Yeah. So a better back half than a front?
Yeah. The front half is fine. It just it really sells it in the back half. And I was having a blast by the end.
All right.
But it's fun. It's I would say, because it's shot well and it's pretty violent.
Yeah. And
there's a few tongue-in-cheek bits that I was like, but yeah, I really enjoyed the back half a lot, and it gets it's not so much scary as much as it is like you're just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm calling. This is what I came for. This is what I came for. So I believe it's going to end up on Shudder, because I believe it's an IFC film. Here it's Elevation, but I believe it's an IFC film, so it will probably end up on Shudder. So you guys should definitely check it out when it comes out during the summer.
Absolutely. I am signing myself up for that because that sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. Clown in a cornfield. Don't fuck with friendo.
I love it.
Just good life advice.
Yeah, jumping on the bit for that to drop on digital.
I have an absolute piece of shit to talk about.
Love those.
I love this for you.
I think I was talking to both of you briefly about this, maybe on the last episode or maybe offline. I don't remember. But I decided to watch a little film by Tommy Lee Wallace, which was a direct-to-DVD sequel of a John Carpenter movie starring John Bon Jovi and Diego Luna, Vampires Los Muertos.
That's it.
Thanks.
Millie Bobby Brown's father-in-law. Just that's it. Just drop the mic.
Yeah, it's good fucking God. It's such a piece of shit. Like, it is the most direct to DVD release I've seen in a long time. Like, it's so obvious that it was because it's just cut to shit. It's not coherent. They explain some things, which is good considering it's a sequel, I guess.
Did you watch the John Carpenter film prior?
No.
So maybe that might be why you think it's absolute shit. Maybe you would like it better.
No. I've actually no faults for its lack of explaining things, because I won't fault it for that, because maybe I am missing something, and that's okay. Because the rest of it is fine. The rest of it is vampire lore. Put them in the sun, they burn. Put a stake in their heart, they don't die. In this one, you must chop off the head and put it in the sun, and that is the only way that they die.
That seems oddly specific.
The villain vampire, who has no name or motive other than she's a vampire and wants to be a daywalker. There's a lot of daywalker stuff happening in here.
Gotta love the daywalkers.
Is trying to perform a ritual involving killing a vampire hunter and licking the blood off a cross, and that's supposed to work.
Odd.
I don't know. Magical lore. Doesn't matter. John Bon Jovi works for the Van Helsing group, by the way.
Clever.
That's great. And he is a lone vampire hunter who drives around in an old Willys Jeep that has a gas can and a surfboard. For the entire movie, he is in the desert of Mexico. He has a surfboard. He never uses the surfboard. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why he has it. I don't know what he's surfing. It's not anywhere around him.
Semantics.
Yes. At one point, they go to a cafe, and they introduce this idea of vampires having super speed. So the way that they do this is John Bovey goes into the washroom.
John Bovey.
John Bovey. He goes into the washroom and he washes his face because he has to deal with the vampire that he just ran into. He's like, she's cute though, so it's hard for him, you know. So
I
get it.
Washes his face to refresh.
I saw Sinners. I get it.
And then he dries his face. He towels his face off and he crumples up the napkin. And in that moment, the movie starts slowing down, and it's like a freeze frame of him like tossing this paper towel, and that's when this vampire comes through and kills the entire cafe. Except the cafe looks like the most movie set cafe I've ever seen, but they didn't set decorate it enough. Like it looks, they put like 5 glasses behind the bar, nothing else. There's not a single art on the wall. Nothing. There's tables with some chairs.
That's just bad art direction.
It's bad. It's very bad. It also seems like it was very cheap, and the only people of note in this movie are John Bon Jovi and Diego Luna. And Diego Luna is a fucking child.
I was going to say, was Diego Luna, like, I doubt people would be able to place Diego Luna now. Like, was this one of his first movies?
Yes, I believe it was. And also, you could place Diego. I think you would recognize him. His face has not changed.
Oh, good for him.
When you see him, you're like, Diego Luna. He just looks like an infant. Like he's playing a 16-year-old. I think he was like 18 or 20 or something in this. But you're like, Diego Luna.
He looks like a baby in U2 Mamba Tempie.
U2 Mamba Tempie.
He looks like a baby in that. So I can only imagine what he looks like in this.
Yeah, and you know what? U2 Mamba came before this. Vampires Los Muertos was 2002.
Oh,
so yeah, not his first movie. Certainly not his last, and good for him. Yeah.
So what you're saying is this a movie to watch to get your Diego Luna numbers up?
Yeah. Or your Tommy Lee Wallace numbers if you're trying for that. You know, from such great films as the 1970s It, 80s It, 90s It, whatever.
It was like 1990,
90s, 80s, 90s It. That. You know what? I have it right here.
It was like 1990.
1990 on the dot.
It's a mini-series.
1990s It.
Take it easy.
Halloween 3.
Yeah, fuck Halloween 3.
Fright Night 2.
I heard that's not actually awful.
Shut up, Dave.
The Presence.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no one does. So there you go.
What about your John Bovey numbers? Anyone going for those?
Yeah, I don't need to.
Does he sing "Living on a Prayer"?
He doesn't sing at all.
Okay, then what's the point?
I don't know.
Like, why is he not
even dead or alive? Like, come on, that seems like a missed opportunity.
Exactly. Nothing. He has an inexplicable surfboard. He does have a really cool gun that shoots a steak that looks just badass and very overpowered.
Like a steak as in like a wooden steak, or like a steak as in the meat?
A wooden steak, like a proper.
Okay,
steak.
I don't know why. Immediately, I was like,
inexplicably
shoots a steak at someone.
So this movie takes place entirely in Mexico because it's of that era of like all, you know, Dawn of the Dead, etc. You need a desert, you need Mexico and vampires. I don't know. It was that era, and it's yellow. And it starts off with a woman who's trying to pick up a John, and she has inexplicably a French accent.
Cool.
It sounds like Near Dark.
Yeah. It's not Near Dark, but it's also so much worse.
Yeah.
God, it's I have to watch Near Dark again.
Yeah, get your Bigelow numbers
up. Do that
no,
instead.
I have it on there.
Do
already.
that instead. Avoid this movie. This movie's a piece of trash. I watched it so you don't have to. I just couldn't. I needed to understand what a John Bon Jovi lead as a vampire hunter was, and now I do. And I saved you both from doing it.
So are you going to go back and watch Vampires?
I will, actually.
Even though James Woods is in it?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
Separate the art from the artist.
It's fine. What, are you never going to watch Videodrome again?
Well, no. I'm obviously going to watch Videodrome again. I do like Videodrome, and I do want to watch Casino again.
Well, I'm going to go watch Vampires.
And I still want to see that cop movie that Tony was talking about.
Oh, Cop's a fucking trip. Man, that's a fucking trip.
I do need to see that movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's our best, my worst.
Woo, woo.
We got a couple quick screeners to get through as well.
Yeah, let's go on the spooky train first.
Ooh, okay, Tony. Okay, be some spook.
Evil lurking deep inside, its darkness knows no limit. So listen closely if you dare. This is the Shudder Minute.
What you got? Got him.
So, I have an older Shudder release. This one released earlier in the year. I just missed it, and now I got there. So, curing this blind spot, it is Bloody Axe Wound.
Ooh, I wanted to see this.
Is it a blind spot?
Blind spot for me because I missed it.
Oh, because
I missed it.
Tony does watch all the Shudder.
I do watch. So I like to watch all the Shudder movies.
Correct. I take it back.
So, don't let this movie fool you.
Right.
When it says Jeffrey Dean Morgan is in this movie.
Is he in it for a hot minute?
I do love
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is in it for exactly 90 seconds.
A hot minute.
He is number 4 on the credit list.
Nice.
Ahead of one of the lead actors.
Oh, boy.
Anyways,
That's
quick
overview
of Bloody Axe Wound. It is about a character named Abby, who is the daughter of this man who is famous for capturing real life killings on video and selling them to people. As you do. Little spoiler alert. He's the serial killer killing people.
Yeah, we got that.
Abby falls in love.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Obviously. It is played by Billy Burke. I'm fairly certain that's who it is.
Sure.
Billy Burke. He is he is unrecognizable in this movie, and I had to look him up. He actually does a fantastic job.
Oh, I love Billy Burke.
Because there's like a little like supernatural element to his character that's kind of fucking weird.
Okay.
This whole movie is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, Abby.
Just about bloody axe wounds.
To a point, yes.
As opposed to non-bloody axe wounds?
Yes.
Anyways, Abby falls in love at school with another girl, and suddenly she doesn't think she wants to do this anymore.
Oh.
And there you go. There's your plot.
Great. Does hilarity ensue?
Hilarity does ensue. No, it is not spooky, but it is fucking bloody.
With a title like Bloody Axe Wound, it better be fucking bloody, Tony.
This movie's wacky. It's one of those like take your brain out kind of horror movies. It's kind of funny. It's kind of dark. It's kind of thrilling at the same time. Mid-tier, I would say. Don't rush to go and watch it, and definitely don't watch it expecting like you're going to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Also, spoiler alert: he shows up in the beginning and never comes back again.
They blew the Jeffrey Dean Morgan load prematurely.
Literally. He's a producer. He's a producer of the film, so obviously
that's why he's credited so high. Tony.
All right, Dave Comet. Jesus, fucking guy. Hey. Yeah. Anyways, Bloody Axe Wound. It's a film.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can take it's a film.
I would put it in the higher tier of Shudder this year. Only because like we haven't really had that many Shudder releases.
So it just kind of ends up there now.
It just kind of ends up there. It'll probably end up in the middle by the end of the year. I still think Grafted is, if you're looking for a release on Shudder, I think Grafted is the way to go.
All right.
But yeah, Bloody Axe Wound.
Love it. And now we get to the screener time.
It's screener time. The movie's not even out yet. You cannot watch it. We'll tell you if it's any good. Screener time.
So, screener.
So it's just going to be the fucking Tony Baldwin minute. Cause,
I love that.
Yeah.
Anyways, a screener.
You got a screener?
I do.
All right. I
start.
Okay. So for my first screener, or our first screener, we have a little film with Don Johnson.
Oh boy.
Give me some Don Johnson.
Oh boy.
It is Unit 234.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And what do they do in Unit 234?
Which is on digital now.
Oh, good.
Thanks for that, Dave. Because I sure shit didn't remember any of that.
I did. VOD and digital.
That's why we keep Dave around. He's here for all press releases.
He's got the press releases. Anyways, do you guys remember The Transporter?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember, he's a driver and he's not supposed to look at the package, and then he
Yes.
kind of looks at the package, and then
Yeah.
hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
it's a human?
because it's a human.
You know, I've
Yes.
never seen those films.
Really?
What the fuck are
That's
you
a weird
doing?
blind spot for just life, I guess.
Do the first two, skip the third one, and definitely don't even think about watching the reboot.
Do you want my DVD 2-pack?
Kinda.
Okay.
I have 2 on DVD.
I have 1 and 2 in a combo pack.
That's fucking awesome.
yeah.
Anyway, so Unit 23,
234.
234. Okay, so you got that?
Yeah.
Now, insert a storage unit place.
Okay.
A lead character who is supposed to go to Nashville to see her boyfriend, but cannot get the person to cover her shift because she suddenly just has to leave, and it's her place of business, so she has to stay. Right?
Sure.
Midnight, starts to rain, very, very somber. No, I wouldn't say somber. Kind of creepy, kind of
Sure.
Hitchcock-esque, eerie vibes.
Sure.
This guy comes in. It's Don Johnson.
Love him.
He comes in. And he's like, "Hey, man, I forgot my key. Can I just get Can you just help me out? Okay, what's your name?" He says his name. Obviously, it's not the same person.
Of course.
Right? She shoos him away, kind of thing. After he gets a little bit agitated, and then what does the girl do? She goes and looks at what's in the storage unit.
Well, there's your problem. If she just closed her eyes, put her head down, she would have been fine.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, that hell sets things in motion. It becomes a cat and mouse game between what's in the box,
What's in the box,
and Don John's character, and yeah,
You just shortened it to Don.
I'm just calling him Don John now. It was good.
Oh, good.
It was good.
I like that.
But in a folding laundry Sunday
Sure.
dad movie kind of thing.
Sure, I get it.
Yeah. There's a swing for the fences kind of Shyamalan twist. That's totally telegraphed. But there's a little bit of a Shyamalan twist, and you're either on board for it or you're not. I like that it was kind of it kind of towards the expectations a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, folding laundry.
Okay.
Sunday movie.
Sunday dad movie.
Sunday dad movie.
I love
I'm not
it.
even going to mention that the girl's Isabel Fuhrman, fucking Esther from Orphan.
I did not know that, but thank you
didn't
for.
recognize that it was Esther from Orphan.
I have not seen Orphan.
You've never seen Orphan?
Never seen
I've also
Orphan.
never seen
Oh,
Orphan.
kids! Do you guys know the ending?
I know the spoiler.
Do you
I
know how
don't.
it ends?
No.
Fuck! Don't look it up. We're
All right.
watching Orphan because
All
it's
right.
fucking magic.
All right.
It is magic.
I'm in.
You will never. You know what? If you don't know the spoiler, you will never guess the spoiler.
All right. I won't guess it.
It's
all
fucking
right.
magic.
Let's go.
All
Get
right,
it the
we're
fuck
doing
up.
it. We're doing it.
I like the simplicity of it
Okay.
because they don't really leave from that storage locker place.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of all self-contained in one location. Yeah, there's some scenes here and there, but
So it's cheaply made.
Yeah.
I would make a movie like that if it costed that much. It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't look like the biggest money. The money thing was Don Johnson.
Yeah.
But I bet you any money he does. He's not that expensive now.
Yeah, that's because he's Dakota Johnson's dad who used to be on Nash Bridges.
Exactly, and he's the lead actor on fucking a Ryan Murphy joint.
True.
But yeah,
Yeah. All right. I
simple.
like it. I'm
simple.
adding it to the list. That sounds
Yeah.
fun. What's next?
Dave, why don't you go?
You want me to go?
Well, I've already talked. Unless you guys care
Break
about
it up,
it.
bud.
Yeah, let's
Go.
break it up.
You want to break it up?
Let's
Yeah.
break it up.
All right, fine. I'll speak about a Netflix joint that's hitting on theaters today.
Oh, you
Ooh.
bastard!
Sorry, not theaters. Streaming. It might hit theaters. We'll see. Streaming. I was embargoed, so you guys are getting a preview. But by the time this goes to air, it won't be embargoed anymore. It's a film called Fear Street Prom Queen,
Oh, yeah.
which most certainly was filmed in downtown Hamilton.
Nice.
Hold on 1 second. When's the embargo up? As of
like midnight this morning,
Midnight this morning. Okay.
as in Friday morning.
Okay. Well, that you know, honestly, we don't need to hear any. I don't think we need to hear anything about the movie because that just says it all.
Yeah.
Fuck! Damn it, David.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for this one.
You did?
It's fucking
Tony,
Fear
I would
Street.
say you should lower the expectations.
God damn it.
Takes place in the 80s.
Oh, good. We're
And-
still doing that?
It is
80s,
the other-
80s is the hit. It's
Yeah.
the hit for horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fear Street movies, I think, was like the 90s, the 70s, and then
1600s.
1660. Yeah, that's right. 70s is what it was. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 80s. Yeah.
So there's some references to those films that I feel like
Yeah.
if I had watched them more recently, I would remember.
Yeah.
Anyways, all this to say, Shady Side sucks because it's shady.
Yeah. Always has been, continues to be.
And they are trying to turn things around by having a prom, and they have the nominated queens,
Sure.
and somebody is taking out the queens.
Of course.
And, scene, I guess, because the one queen the one girl is like the popular one that everyone loves. Her dad's a teacher, and it's fucking Chris Klein, who all right,
Sure.
Chris Klein's got to work. Probably losing out on all those residuals from American Pie.
American Pie.
Yeah.
And I have to look up the mom. I forgot her name. I do like her though. She's quite. She is Catherine Waterston. Is her mother. Anyways, and then she lives in like a nice house, and across the street is the shitty house where the lead actress lives, and she has some ghosts in the closet, and people don't like her for whatever reason, don't like her family, but she wants to turn things around and become the prom queen.
Sure.
And yeah, prom queens are dying.
Sure.
Or possible prom queens are dying. One of them gets killed just outside the cotton factory.
Oh, that's fun.
All of this to say, Tony, I already spoiled this for you. There is a dance-off set to Gloria by Laura Branigan,
man.
which I adored because not only do I love Gloria,
because it's Gloria, sure,
but I do love 80s music, and all the 80s music that you think you're going to hear in this movie.
You're going to hear it?
You're going to hear
Needle
it.
Drop City?
The Needle Drop City. All of that to say, there's a couple of fun kills and a couple of bits where they're toying with the people they're killing.
Right.
But it's not very good.
Oh,
it's not
that's
very good.
unfortunate.
I was not on board for what happens in this movie. I was just kind of like, all right. It's very short. It's quick to the point. Like, this is definitely a folding laundry movie, or like a movie that you just kind of watch just for funsies.
Yeah. Or because you're a completionist.
But it really didn't do anything for me. And I wish it kind of did. Also, the lead character's best friend is played by Susanna Sun, and I couldn't figure out why I know who Susanna Sun is. Do you guys remember who Susanna Sun is?
No.
She plays Strawberry in Red Rocket, and I was watching it the whole movie. I was like, why do I recognize this girl?
That's who that is.
It's because she's from Red Rocket.
Got you.
She does a lot better in Red Rockets, but she is quite good. She's probably the best part of this film, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, for somebody who loves the 80s, I love the needle drops. I love the clothes. I love the look of the movie.
Sure.
I doubt they had to change much since it would take place in downtown Hamilton. They probably didn't have to do much set decorating. But yeah, it didn't do much for me. I wanted it to be better. Wanted it to be a whole lot better.
Oh.
So as Tony said, there's a reason why the embargo broke this morning.
Yeah.
And sorry, Tony, that I broke your heart. You had to know that it wasn't good when I didn't tell you.
Yeah, usually you don't tell me anything about it. Usually because it sucks.
He doesn't want to break your heart.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's
all right.
Well,
it's Garbo.
Well, that sucks.
Close us out on these screeners.
All right. Well,
sorry, buddy.
That's fine. I'm going to close out the screeners with a banger.
Oh.
Take banger lightly. It's not like a, but like
a light banger.
But like a light banger.
Kind of
after
banger.
All some of the shit that I've seen this movie was like a breath of fresh air.
All right.
I am talking about the new film that premiered at Tribeca last year. I'm pretty sure we went for it and were denied.
I
love when that happens. So it comes full circle. We get to see it.
We get back.
I'm talking about the film called Bad Shabbos.
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 Bad Shabbos.
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 Shabbos?
Like in Shomer Shabbos.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Fuck. I'm talking
Bad
about
Shabbos.
I'm talking about the film Bad
Edit
Shabbos.
this out.
Edit this out.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Fuck.
Excellent.
Bad Shabbos.
Tony needs more Jewish friends.
Tony need, this side segment is brought to you by Tony Needs.
Yeah,
Tony
it's-
needs more Jewish friends.
Tony needs a Jew.
Tony needs a Jew. Yeah,
This
Can I
film
get a
is
Jew?
in limited release as
Yes.
of today.
Fuck.
Actually in theaters.
Yeah.
I didn't flub this one. Tell us about Bad Shabbos.
So Bad Shabbos, not
Yeah.
Bad Shabbos. Fucking idiot.
That's it. That's all we need to know.
Tony, what are you doing this Saturday? Hanging out. It's the Shabbos.
Shabbos.
I don't eat. I don't drink. I sure shit don't fucking roll. Shabbos.
Shabbos. I swear to
idiot.
swear to God, the hashtag for this episode is not Shabbos. I'm gonna fucking riot.
Edit this out.
Bad Shabbos.
Bad Shabbos is about a Shabbos that goes wrong.
Sure.
Not a Shabbos.
That's so they're sitting. Did
Did they not say the word in the movie?
They gather for Shabbos.
I wasn't watching the subtitles for it to come out for me to make that fucking connection, you bill. Anyways,
So they have a bad
so
Shabbos.
anyways, this couple, they've just gotten engaged. Their parents are meeting for the first time over Shabbos,
Sure.
and accidental manslaughter kind of gets in the way of the dinner.
As it does. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. They put the laughter back in manslaughter. And,
They sure did.
Oh, that's fun.
Method Man shows up.
Method Man.
Yeah.
Fuck is this movie? I love it.
I do need to point out he plays the character of David, John Bass.
I love John Bass.
John Bass is this guy.
Oh yeah.
He
I
is
love him.
fucking hilarious in the movie. I really liked him. David Paymer.
That little fucking weasel.
Yeah, he's
that
in
guy.
it,
Yeah.
delivering the lines.
He always reminded me of Discount Alan Alda.
Fair.
Pretty much. And Kira Sedgwick.
Kira Sedgwick. Yeah.
She's in it too. Plays the mom. She's absolutely fantastic in the movie too.
Sure.
This movie, I was not expecting much. I was expecting like a little take your brain out kind of comedy,
Sure.
screwball comedy,
Yeah.
and this was everything in that.
I won the audience award at Tribeca, I believe.
Oh well, then
awesome.
that tracks because it definitely deserves it. You guys should definitely seek this movie out.
Okay.
I really liked it. I think you guys really like it.
Nice.
I'm gonna go and just practice Jewish culture and figure out how to say these words properly.
Yeah.
So would you say that we should watch it on the Shabbos or not not on the Shabbos?
Definitely on the Shabbos.
You can't turn on your TV on Shabbos.
To be perfectly honest with you, I watched it on Saturday, so that makes sense.
Perfect day for it.
Well
Excellent
done, Tony.
Excellent.
I bet you
Perfect
didn't
day.
even realize you did it.
I did not realize it until this moment right now.
Sitting there chomping on 6 pounds of bacon on
Yeah.
a Saturday while watching a movie about Shabbos.
Shabbos, that is.
Yes.
It's funny when we say it. It's not funny when you say
Well,
it.
fuck you, and just like fuck it all.
Go watch this movie.
Go watch this movie. And for the love of God, don't unpronounce it like I did.
Don't pronounce it that badly.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's great. And it's perfect. No notes. Shall we get down to our main event?
Yes, let's talk about the main event.
God. Do we have to?
Yes, because I specifically watched it before I came here, so we're definitely talking about it.
I just need to point out that I requested us to change the movie 3 times before I went to see the movie. And I'm fairly certain.
Coming out the other side of this, I don't know why we didn't listen to you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about Final Destination.
Yeah.
It has some cool kills. Ha
The Rube Goldberg machine of
It's
movies.
it's the best movie of the franchise. I wept at Tony Todd's monologue.
You wept?
He has a very emotional monologue in the movie.
Yeah, it's online.
It's online.
That's
quite
nice.
lovely.
I got a little teary eyed when I read it.
Apparently, like, he was in bad health when he filmed it, and they were like, "Yo, just say what you want."
Oh,
So he just said
that's
something very lovely
that
and
is
very
kinda
profound.
nice.
And
Yeah.
knowing that he died and is his last filmed role, it's makes it all
Wow.
Yeah.
all
That
come
is
together.
nice.
But we unfortunately did not find that movie. We
Nope.
found the movie that I'm fairly certain I hallucinated the entire thing.
But you didn't.
You didn't,
yeah,
Tony?
yeah, I don't
You
think I
didn't.
did.
I'm pretty sure I drifted into space at one point.
I definitely had like an out of body. I had an out of body experience, man.
Like, when I saw Sinners, I saw Sinners twice in IMAX 70 millimeter.
All right, fucking big dick over here.
Gotta have my big dick 70 millimeter energy. Anyways, there's a scene in that film where my soul transcended out of my body.
Yes.
And it was floating in
Yes,
midair because
yeah,
it was
sure.
one of the best scenes of the decade.
Absolutely.
And it was incredible and
Absolutely.
it's amazing. And it's going to be, even if the movie's not number one on my list, it'll probably be the number one scene of the year on my list.
Sure.
All of that said, my soul came out because I was on another level of profound profundity. I don't know.
Profundity?
Profundity. I was just really into it. I was into it. But when I was watching Hurry Up
in
Tomorrow,
Sinners. Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm pretty sure my soul left my body because I just was like, what? What am I doing? Why am I here? What am I watching? What is this? Why is this cinema?
Was it around the time that Jenna Ortega started explaining the Weeknd songs?
No, but we're
meanings
gonna get to that.
The Weeknd
We're gonna
himself?
get to that. We are gonna get to that because
because
I have thoughts.
that is when
I have thoughts.
I cringed on his behalf.
I have thought. Why did you cringe on his behalf? He wrote it. He wrote those.
I cringed on her behalf.
I cringe on her behalf. It is unacceptable what The Weeknd did to Jenna Ortega in this film.
It is unacceptable what The Weeknd did to me in this film.
She executive produced this movie. What the fuck was she thinking? What did she... Why?
I don't know.
Tony doesn't like it when I talk like this and talk like I'm...
Yeah,
like
because
I'm
you fucking do it to me at my house all the time, man. My wife's trying to sleep.
It's too loud.
Does she not know how exciting it is when we talk about The Weeknd's epic?
Wait, did she
Hurry
come see
Up
it with
Tomorrow?
you?
No, she didn't. It didn't work. It didn't work out.
Or she blissfully missed it.
Yeah, shit didn't work out.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
How do you? What's his actual name? Abel. Tessavi.
Tesfaye. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll look it up while you.
Anyway,
I'll look up how to say it.
Abel.
Say it
Anyway, Abel, Toronto boy.
Toronto boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Wrote, produced, and starred in a movie about himself.
I felt like it was just a sequel to The Idol.
Well, I mean, they
on a more psychedelic level,
but they very clearly reference the fact that he failed as an actor in this movie.
All right, so then there you go.
It's just
meta.
It's just The Weeknd dealing with his failures in another movie, thinking that this was somehow going to redeem him.
Yeah,
and oh boy, did he want that A24 money so badly, and he
literally
did not get it.
He did not get it. No. Abel
Tesfaye. Yeah. Abel Tesfaye.
There you go. Because that's what he's credited as.
He is credited as Abel Tesfaye. And
that's
he's very much
that's how
The
you know
Weeknd.
That's how you know he's being serious.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Even though, I would say loosely 27.6% of this movie is The Weeknd concert. If not, the rest of the movie is backstage at The Weeknd concert.
Well, he plays The Weeknd. He plays himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to say is he's crediting himself as Abel, but it's just The Weeknd over and over because you're just at the fucking The Weeknd concert.
Those scenes look cool, though. Like,
they're cool. They're well shot.
I think the movie is genuinely well shot.
Yeah, I was just about to say the movie is very, very well shot. I like the lighting effects, the color effects.
I love that there's a warning at the beginning of the movie
for epilepsy.
I was getting a headache at some point. I was like, okay, this is fucking excessive, guys.
Yeah, well, we know Schultz can film. Like,
And I love that he did the framing bullshit he likes to do.
he didn't do it, and I was like, oh, what a him thing. It served very little purpose in this movie.
Oh,
It
yes,
was just
yes. No,
literally
it
just
didn't have a
because that's what he knows, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why he was doing it.
I'm
It
pretty
didn't
sure
need to happen.
Abel was just like, yo, that shit you did in the waves,
This
fucking waves, man. I want you to do it.
Yeah.
Do it again.
And no. Because no. Why? Why does this movie exist?
It's like a vanity project for the weekend, and I know it's like part of his performance art bullshit for the album. But
Sure.
I'm also like, are you just going to show parts of this movie during the concert? Like, what is the point? What is the purpose of this movie?
The most narcissistic, vain, fucking piece of shit I've ever had to sit through.
Like, we sat through that vanity project that Jonathan Majors did earlier this year.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
But that man, faults aside, that man can act.
Yes.
Abel, not so much.
Cannot.
Not so much.
Not act.
Like, what would
Everybody is acting circles
Horrendous.
around
So
him.
what would you say this movie is about? It's about like
Okay.
he's having some he's having some strife with an ex-girlfriend who's played by Elvis's granddaughter.
So
So that was who was on the phone?
Yeah, Riley Keough.
Yeah.
Love it.
Simp baby man Abel has a rough breakup after doing something shitty. Never really said what, but we can extrapolate and assume he did something shitty no matter what. Their relationship ended. He cannot get over it.
No, he
Even though
cannot.
he's definitely, from everybody around him saying, in the wrong, he can't get over it.
Yes.
He fucked it up. He can't get over it. So little bitch man baby. Simp man baby. Thank you. Little bitch simp man baby. I'm adding extra adjectives.
Just keep going.
Has a real mental breakdown right before he's about to perform. And
this is the second performance he puts on in the film.
correct. Yes. So this
Originally,
is the second.
there's another performance prior to this.
Correct. He makes it to the first one, no problem. He's just you see him get all jacked up for the show, and he
Puts on his like
punching-
fucking boxing outfit and
yeah.
boxing with fucking Barry Keoghan.
Yeah, he's punching Barry Keoghan in the tummy and just really getting ready and jacked right before the show. And for the second one, he is beside himself, even though during both of these concerts, as far as we can understand, he's been broken up during both of these concerts. He just fell apart during the second one.
Yes.
Well,
Can we just put like the spoiler? Like, I don't know if it really needs a spoiler warning or whatever, because most people aren't going to watch this pile of shit.
Yeah.
But I just want us to speak freely about this
Sure,
film. So
absolutely.
please just say what you want.
Spoiler alert.
so while all this is, and I wasn't going to sugarcoat any of this.
No,
shit.
I didn't want you to, but I just wanted to make it clear that I'm not going to sugarcoat
Great.
it either. It's at the same concert too. Like, it looks the
It
same.
looks like it's in the same venue, but I'm sure that's a budgetary reason. While that's happening, inexplicably, we follow Jenna Ortega's character as she burns a house town with a comically oversized tank of gasoline. And then, again, and these are happening almost simultaneously. We cut between the two of them.
Yes.
Basically, I think it's to imply that their worlds are going to collide at some point.
James understands symbolism and semiotics.
And it keeps going. We watch her steal gas. I felt really bad for that poor old man who just wanted to buy a bag of crisps, and he came out to what I assume was a $350 gas
Well,
bill.
why is he leaving his gas thing on and then going inside?
I don't know. The
Like,
States
who the
is
fuck
weird.
does
Something I
that?
do.
It's fucking weird.
I just love that
is
she's
weird.
watching, like, the police officers just
Yeah.
watching her.
And they do the fake out where he's about to walk over to her for some reason, and then he just pivots and turns away. Like, just get over yourself.
And there's cameras on
Yeah.
every single fucking pump.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like you wouldn't know.
Obviously, people know. She also then hauls this comically large, now full can of gasoline back to her comically oversized pickup truck that she's driving and lugs it into the back.
She just tosses it in like
With-
it's
it's a
nothing.
pillow. She struggled to get it out, tosses it back like it's a pillow.
Even though it's heavy as shit at that point. And prior to that, she just whipped it into the car.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I don't know if it's just because I'm just worried about getting gasoline all over the back of my car, but like when I fill
no.
the gas can,
Oh,
I
she
don't
put
I
it-
put it gently down.
She put in the faith of God Almighty into that gasoline tank.
I didn't even see her close it. I got so much.
It doesn't
when she,
matter. You
when
just
she,
have to assume.
No, but I was just saying, like, I didn't see her close it. So when she hucked it into the back of the thing, I was like, did you just spill like gas all over your fucking truck?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't really think she has any sort of concern for spilling gas.
So we come back to
I thought she was gonna fucking set herself on fire at one point.
that makes sense.
We cut back to bitch sip baby man, baby fucking Abel on his private jet as he flies to his next concert. And he's just beside himself. Just beside himself. And at this point, I would like to put in an editorial note. I read the synopsis on Letterboxd before I went.
Okay.
Mainly out of Nithya asking what movie I was going to see and me trying to describe the movie that I was going to see.
Okay.
Because I know movie titles don't work after the last fiasco with Sinners. So I described it. And in the Letterboxd title...
Was it Sinners or was it Thunderbolts?
No, it was Sinners. We saw Thunderbolts together.
Thunderbolts asterisks.
Yes. In the Letterboxd synopsis, it says, a musician plagued by insomnia. I'm going to end that quote there. At what point did you feel that he was plagued by insomnia?
Wasn't getting that.
Cool.
I didn't get that either.
I just wanted to make sure that's okay. So anyway, we're back at this plane. He's crying, blubbering, asking Barry to fucking call his ex for him.
And the name is Don't Answer.
Yeah. So
and then he puts on a cigarette or something on the steak.
His steak. Because, I don't know. But he also, Barry Keoghan, mixes him a fucking cough syrup and Mountain Dew beverage.
Purple drink, man.
Yeah, some Sizzurp for the ride over. And
that puts him to sleep. So obviously he's not having much fucking insomnia there.
Puts him to sleep. And then we get to the concert and, now he can't perform. He's so beside himself.
You missed out when he had to get his cockles looked at.
Oh, yeah, that was weird and inexplicable, but it plays a fact of, he's suffering from vocal cord stress because he's so stressed out about his relationship falling apart. He's really stressed out. So he goes to play this show. First, he has to do a shitload of coke in order to even get out there to play the show because he just wants to cancel the thing at the 11th fucking hour, which I'd be fucking furious if I was in my seat at The Weeknd concert and he fucking canceled while he's sitting backstage having a small baby meltdown, baby over his relationship.
This actually happened, though.
It's possible.
I'm pretty certain that he canceled a concert.
Incredible.
In the middle, you were already sitting.
Incredible.
I'm almost certain.
So he's got that thing that everyone does where he just should have went to therapy.
Yep. Yep. Cool.
We also skipped over the part how Jenna Ortega came in with a comically large bag that definitely you would not be able to walk into a concert with.
Oh, yes.
I don't go to concerts often, but I've been to enough events at a fucking arena to know you can't bring a bag that big into into a room.
Yeah. So she's now at the concert. He's now performing at this concert. He has a breakdown while performing. He can't sing anymore. His voice just breaks. It's gone. It's over for him. He can't. He's just overcome with emotion.
I think he does an Ashley Simpson jaunty jingle.
He does. He does to try to even though Barry was like, man, you can just lip sync it. It'll be fine. Whatever. No, he tries to do it and fails. And then spots Jenna Ortega's face in the crowd and sees Jenna Ortega and locks in on her face. And he's like, who is he? Who is she?
How much time has passed at this point?
Man, I don't know.
Time
is very relative structure in this movie. It's very. It's very.
I feel like I was just having an out of body experience this entire movie.
So he runs off.
Tony just keeps coming back. He's like, I thought I dreamt that.
No.
I thought I dreamt that.
No. I'm describing this movie to Tony. He's like, I don't even remember this.
No. We'll get there. So, I know there's some blackout moments.
So The Weeknd comically runs off stage like a whimpering child, bitch man, baby man child that he is. Simp. Thank you. And Jenna Ortega's like, I have to save him. I can fix him. And hops the security fence. Oh yes, she had a single tear.
She has two tears, and she hops the security fence somehow.
And the security guard's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, that guy tried to touch me," and then continues to run away. And that conflict is resolved immediately.
Barely an inconvenience.
And then like the Weeknd packs up to leave because he's like, I'm out of here, man. And he's like running the tunnels underneath the stadium, and Jenna Ortega's running the tunnels underneath the stadium, and then they meet and they collide, and and then they go fuck around on Venice Beach for a little bit. They go ride the roller coaster on Halloween wearing the weirdest fucking masks ever.
Yeah, the clear mask where you can definitely tell it's Jenna Ortega, but not quite tell that it's him.
And then they just take off the masks and then enjoy the rest of their night on the roller coaster and Ferris wheel and all that. And then
I like that scene.
Yeah,
I like the coloring and like the way
let's go back to how well colored and
well
well
shot.
This movie
Yeah,
is.
it's well
and
shot.
just how like the editing. There's a lot of technical things that I loved about this movie.
Yeah, Schultz edited it as well.
Well, then there you go, because
he co-wrote, he edited, and he directed.
Because it almost reminded me of like Spring Breakers in a way, just with like the neon and like the way the camera
this movie was trying to be.
It
Spring
was
Breakers.
trying hard. I'm glad you guys picked up
called
that.
out A24 right off the top. It's most certainly trying to be an A24 movie,
but it's trying to be Spring Breakers.
Yeah,
like
it's trying to be.
It's just trying to be an A24 vibe.
Spring Breakers, I get because of like the weird sort of the vibes that it's putting out,
and like the way the blend, they're like blending and the editing and the way.
So all of this culminates with them being in a hotel room, and they hook up. They have a one night stand. He has breakfast at 4:00 in the afternoon the next day, and then he's like, I gotta jet. I gotta fucking go to Australia. And well, he doesn't even know where the fuck he's going. She knows. And so he leaves, and she's like, "No, you told me you wanted to be with me forever. Like, don't ever leave me in the middle of the night or whatever." Which you do get a whisper cut of that somewhere in there.
Do you actually see them have the one night stand?
No,
I don't remember. That is the part where I was transcending out, because I think the movie is also trying to transcend and also trying to kind of blend and do all sorts of artsy bullshit.
It's doing a lot of that weird artsy bullshit in the hotel,
avant-garde nonsense.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then. While he tries to open the door and leave after, having a little bit of an argument about this transaction that has occurred, essentially, Jenna Ortega smacks him over the head with a bottle of champagne.
My brother in Christ.
Yeah.
You missed that he told Jenna Ortega to shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Multiple times.
He did.
And then tries to tell her how important he is and that she shouldn't be talking to him like that. And I was like, motherfucker, you are speaking to Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Put some respect in
your
fucking mouth,
Jenna
son.
Ortega also unhinged.
Yeah.
Like, she is not emotionally well in this.
Would you be emotionally well if she told, if fucking Abel told you to shut the fuck up?
Afterwards, but she clearly wasn't beforehand. It was creep vibes, but also she loves that gas can a lot.
She does love the gas can.
So, he goes through a little experience now in his unconscious state where nobody's around. And then he goes to the base P5 of this hotel parking garage structure and goes through that weird tunnel thing that happens with the creepy thing.
This is the point in the movie where it goes full blown like horror.
It suddenly
for some reason.
It's a concert movie, I guess.
Yeah,
it's a vibe,
a concert
and then
vibe movie, and then becomes a full blown horror movie and kind of Misery-esque.
This is around the time that my spirit in my body starts to leave.
Yeah, but also it's so
because I don't know what the hell is happening on screen.
Such a bad fucking actor, and also at this point, there's nothing that the movie could have shot differently to save him. It's just bad. Like,
they're putting the editing effects and like they're putting all this strange shit that just try and like take away from how bad of an actor he is.
Arts.
If I can explain
cinema.
If I can explain the way that this is framed, he walks up to this girl that is creepy bent over. Yeah. He walks up to this girl that's creepily bent over.
That I guess is kind of Jenna Ortega, maybe?
Maybe, or maybe it's Riley. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's someone.
He walks up to this. Obviously, it's a demon fucking crazy. And he backs up against the wall and just kind of stares with this like deer in headlights like vibe.
He has that deer in headlights look almost the entire movie.
Well, he's still shining a light directly on her, and she's clearly like starting to like run towards him. He's still like against the wall. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So then
And at this point,
runs,
the camera is spinning again.
Yeah.
The camera does a lot of spinning.
spins, loops. It's on a fucking.
I was getting
gimbal
a fucking headache,
Yeah.
man. It's a lambda. The
All of-
thing that they're getting is
Thank
like
you.
literally, it's at least that's what I think they're doing. Other than that, or they're doing like some sort of drone bullshit.
Sure. So they do
I thought
all
they
of
were in like
this.
the little train thing, doing the little dolly around.
They could also be doing that, depending. I to be honest with you, I don't remember how the camera spins, but that could also
Tony
be
is
it.
having
Spins
out
a
of body
lot.
experience. He snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes Abel. He cannot act. He is strapped down to a bed. Jenna Ortega tied him up with phone cord and such. And this is where I come back to that point where Jenna Ortega starts explaining the Weeknd songs to the Weeknd directly. She explains not one, not two, but 3 whole songs. We have to
Entire
listen
songs.
to the entire song play.
And it plays, she's singing it, but it's playing over her singing it.
It's playing over top of her. You never really hear her say a single word until she describes, but you can see in this moment, like you're really describing how lonely you feel. And it
she's
is
doing
the
this-
most
She's doing this ghastly dance thing.
I don't know what, but at this moment, I wanted to shove a shotgun in my mouth. I could not fucking believe what I was watching at this point.
I have no memory of that scene.
This happened,
Tony, it happens.
It is a big chunk of the fucking movie, too.
And a lot of it is him staring at her.
Yeah. He doesn't say a word.
He's just
He can't.
He's just watching her as she.
You just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth.
She
If you
just
just tell
kinda-
me the truth.
She just kind of like rumbles
I remember that.
around.
I
She
remember
like
that.
waves her
Yeah.
hands. She kind of looks like a marionette at one point. All of that to say, send Abel Tessave to The Hague. You don't do this to my girl Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
You do not have her dance like a disembodied marionette.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck she's doing.
And straddle you a
And
bunch.
straddle you and psychoanalyze your songs, which you would have written into the script.
Yeah.
You vain piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. It was bananas. I could not believe the audacity that this man has.
So remember when I told you I was having I was out of body
Yeah.
when Barry when Barry comes in.
So now we're at this moment.
Well, that's
Yes,
assumed
the
when
next part is Barry. The
So
next
when
part.
Barry comes in, I
Yeah.
shit you not, I have one of. Because I literally, I feel like my body just, smacked back.
Yeah.
Like, my spirit just smacked back into me.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden I went like this. And,
Because you were watching actual acting between
Yeah.
two
Yeah,
actual
two
actors.
actors.
yeah.
After
Yeah.
he kicks
But
in
that's the
the
moment-
door
but
that
that-
crumbles like a piece of paper.
Really? Exactly. But that's the moment where I was just like, what the?
Yeah.
I literally had no memory of the last 20 minutes. And
I don't want to stay at that hotel because it looks like
No.
that lock doesn't do anything.
No, exactly. So anyway, Barry Keoghan dies like a bitch. Then
After they rumble.
she goes
Yeah.
back to him now that, she's murdered Barry. I would say in front of him, but not really. He didn't see any of it. The doors were closed the whole time to the bedroom that he was tied up to.
Yes.
He opens it. He has a crying moment that his best friend has died. A very single tear. And, she tries one last time, tell me the truth, be honest with me. And he breaks out into song.
James, I shit you not. I laughed out loud. The entire theater started. I laughed out loud. The
Everyone in
entire
my theater started
laughing.
fucking laughing. It was the most insane shit.
The two girls behind me were just like, "What the fuck are we watching?
Yeah.
What? This is terrible."
Yeah.
But I just was like, so I started laughing, cackling.
He gets through a verse, a chorus, and maybe a bridge, let's say. And then the camera starts doing weird shit where his face becomes her face.
Yes,
And
she's
then,
crying too.
Yes, and they're all crying. We're all happy. We're all crying. We finally go. So you watch her untie him.
You missed something again.
Yeah, what did I miss?
You missed that she doused it in gasoline.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
She's
to
like,
get
hey,
him-
the gas can comes
The
back.
gas can came
Yes,
back.
yes,
Came back.
thank you. So, right. Yeah, Barry dies. And she's got nowhere explaining his own songs to him. And she attempts one last time to get him to open up. And to do so, she brings this inexplicable can of gasoline, that she did not have on her. She did not have on her. She could not have had on her because they left from the concert together and went to this hotel.
So
her car, assumedly, is still at the concert venue.
She just goes into the room and then comes back out and has the gas can.
There's a gas can.
Yeah.
No one knows how it got there.
I have a
semantics, James.
No, there is a lot of things here. It might have been when he was knocked out and she tied him up. She went to go get it.
Took a fucking Uber back?
She went to go get it. But why is the hotel staff not alarmed by the young lady?
This girl lugging in a comically oversized can of gasoline?
And if she had it with her the whole time in that big, large backpack.
No way. She would have been keeled over.
Why did nobody stop her? Why did nobody smell the gasoline?
No.
Gas smells.
She douses herself, she douses him, and then he breaks out into song.
And she lights
she holds the lighter and she's going to light everyone. And then that's when he finally breaks out into song because, it's the last possible minute. He's got to save the day for himself now.
After this camera lingers
and then
for a while.
Faces merge. Then you watch her untie him. And then he leaves, and it implies that none of that actually happened.
But the hotel room does get lit on fire, yeah.
But the hotel room does get lit on fire. But the implication here, again, is that it's insomnia, and that was all a hallucination. So, was it?
And then that's the end of the movie.
Because why did I need to say, what is Jenna Ortega?
His psychosis?
Yeah.
An ellipsis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even if it's his psychosis,
she's an apostrophe, Tony.
Why does she have
she
a mom?
She might as well be at this point.
Why does she have a mom? Why is she burning down inexplicable houses? Why did I watch a whole scene of her stealing a can of gasoline?
Semantics.
Riley Keough is also the voice of the mom.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So that
maybe that's why.
Yeah. It's his mom. Wait, what? No, that makes no sense.
When it says mom, I assumed it was his mom.
Yeah.
Because it shows that his mom was calling him at one point.
Yeah. And yet, I don't know. We'll never know. The point is, this movie should not exist, and it does.
And it's painful.
And it's
I just
so
don't
bad.
I thought it would be fun bad. I knew it was bad.
Oh, I thought it was going to be fun bad too.
I watched the trailer. I knew it was going to be bad. And then when we heard the early reactions last week, I knew it was going to be bad.
Yeah.
I didn't go in expecting a banger.
No, neither did I.
Or a misunderstood masterpiece.
No.
I was expecting shit.
Yeah.
But I was expecting fun shit.
Yeah.
That's not what I got.
It's just because I was on board. I was like, okay, he is terrible. But I like Jenna Ortega's all right. Barry is Barry. I think Barry's just being himself.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He didn't have a centipede tattoo though.
He didn't have a centipede tattoo, so why are we really showing up?
He's snorting coke off a Domino's pizza box, which all right.
But he's just so comically unhinged. But then you just got Abel, who's just I don't even know what acting school he went to.
He didn't.
He didn't. But the movie just gets continually more and more shitty as you just go down this fucking rabbit hole, and it's just well, you know what? I where do I get off? How much?
We should never have gone.
How much deeper into the rabbit hole do I have to go, man?
Yeah.
And that whole ending, I'm just really what? That's it.
That's it.
That's why I sat through half of the credits because I was just taking my thoughts in to be why do I make dumb decisions?
Yeah.
Why do I let idiot people named Dave get to pick the movie for the week?
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain everybody in the crowd was dumbfounded at the end because nobody got up during the credits. They got the halfway through the credits, people started leaving because I think they were all just kind of what the fuck did we just watch?
Those credits started, I stood up and fucking left the theater, and I was the only one that did. Everyone else, I think to your point, stunned in their seats, could not even believe
deer caught in headlights.
What the fuck just happened.
Looking at it like Abel. Just what? Okay.
That's the best. That's the best you got.
Yeah. It is.
I went into this movie partly blind. I only say partly because I remember seeing the trailer at some point, but I never remember the fucking trailer. And I read a little bit of the synopsis, didn't really understand it, so I just stopped reading. So sort of,
I'm feeling there's a lot of red flags on the
right.
play.
Yeah.
So sort of blind, and I just try to go in with an open mind.
Sure.
And there's really no sugarcoat in this movie.
No. It's terrible.
It is awful.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's awful. He needs to go to he needs to be sent to the Hague for what he's done to Jenna Ortega.
Okay, what's this Hague reference? You've said it multiple times. I don't
Hague?
understand. The
You don't know
Hague.
the Hague?
Just refresh
Brutal
my memory.
prison?
It's
For
brutal.
war crimes?
It's a brutal prison. In
Is it like
Europe.
Gitmo?
Sure.
Kinda.
Akin to.
Akin.
Yeah.
It's if you do war crimes, Tony, like
So like the Gulag.
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Kind of like the Gulag. Okay. All right, let's go with that. All right, let's go with that.
Basically, if you were tried for war crimes, you're tried in the Hague, Tony.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, you learned something new
And
every
this
day.
movie was a war crime
Yeah, definitely.
in so many different ways.
It belongs in the
I
Gulag.
cannot believe it exists.
Lionsgate?
It is a
Cineplex
Lionsgate.
Pictures.
Those are Lionsgate.
They really truly need a win at Lionsgate.
Yeah. They did not have one here.
No, not
I
at
think
all.
they just picked.
Bad.
I think they just picked it up. I think it was in India and they just picked it up
Yeah.
Poor
because
decisions.
it was sitting on the shelf for a little bit. Like I'm pretty sure this got filmed in like 2022, 2023. Like it's been waiting for a while.
Okay, so hold on though. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are doing a movie with a rapper. Is it Kendrick Lamar or is it The Weeknd? Because if it's
Kendrick.
the
It's Kendrick.
thank Christ.
Yeah.
Because this whole time,
Praise Christ.
praise him. I was gonna say if The Weeknd's turning out one, like I think
No.
we're good.
he's done.
We're closing the book on The Weeknd and
On his acting career.
Mr. Abel's acting career.
Yeah, that
And,
should be
SFA.
Yeah. See you later. See you next Tuesday.
TTYN.
Yeah.
Your acting career, because he still has the voice of an angel, and he still puts on like his music is still
Sure.
like it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread, but
No,
I do think Blinding Light is a good song.
It
It's a great
legitimately
track.
is. It legitimately is. But I didn't need it explained to me.
No, I didn't need the psychoanalytical semiotician explanation. No, that he wrote himself.
Yeah, this movie is hot garbage.
And since we talked about
actually-
James Woods, it's like James Woods and Family Guy talking about video dropped of
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. Look, you were saying it's a brutally bad movie, and like you were hoping at least would be fun. The best case scenario for a film like this is The Room, and this is not that.
No,
it's not unironic or unintentionally funny. The Room was a narcissistic vanity project that became a gem. This ain't that. It's just bad all the way down, and it gave two people that are sitting across from me out-of-body experiences the entire time. I had my head in my hands the entire time watching this, and people around me were just flabbergasted that this exists and that they paid money to go see it.
3 people walked out.
That
I had a couple people watching.
feels
it.
right. Yeah.
I had somebody filming on TikTok too, which was upsetting me. But they kept leaving and coming back.
Sure.
Probably
Live
to upload.
reactions.
Live reactions.
Like I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
God, it's so bad.
It's
It's so bad.
unwatchable nonsense.
Yeah.
It is easily one of the worst movies I have seen all year, maybe of the decade, maybe of my life.
Yeah.
Like it's not even going to be cult. It's going to just be like they're going to play
It's
parts of it
garbage.
during his fucking concert. And if I ever go to a concert, I'll be like, stop.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch your
It's
movie
just garbage.
again.
It's
Like
just
I understand he's trying to do like this fucking weird like art project thing where like the album connects to the movie and the music videos connect to the movies, and fucking Jenna Ortega straight up says at one point like nobody watched the fucking music video, and it's like
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
I
a
get
reason.
it. There's a reason.
No one needs your
He's
pretentious
just so-
bullshit.
he got popular too quick, and now he's full of himself, and he's so far is up his own ass that he can't see what he's done
Yeah.
to his brand.
But enough that he could put a line in this movie, even though this movie itself undermines that whole thing, where he can call himself out for being a piece of shit actor.
Mm.
Like for not having any acting ability and trying to put that to bed while in a movie that I'm watching where he's a garbage actor.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I never did you finish The Idol?
Yeah.
Oh, does it get better?
No.
I only saw
Yeah.
the pilot, and I was like, that's a lot. I watched it for my girl Rachel Sennett, and
Yeah.
It's
wasn't worth it. Wasn't
Yeah.
worth it for her.
Nope.
Yeah, hard nope.
Anyway,
Hard nope.
I'm done talking about this movie.
So this is a heavy recommend.
That's a fucking bury it under the prison. Never let this movie see the light of day.
Like, never, ever, ever watch
If
this
it shows
movie.
up on streaming, you're just like, oh man, I have nothing else to watch. Don't even bother.
Go to bed.
Just go to bed.
Just
Go
go to bed.
outside, touch grass.
Go
Don't watch this
take
fucking movie.
Take a walk.
Yeah.
Listen to an audiobook.
Read a book.
Do your taxes.
Yeah. Find a crossword. Go buy a newspaper.
You know the Sears catalog? Read that.
Yeah. Pop in your mom's bathroom. Look under the kitchen, under the sink in there. There's probably an old Sears catalog. Rub one out to the lingerie section. And literally any task that you can think of is better.
The grass grow. Listen to grass grow.
Go get some test swatches of paint. Put a strip on your wall and watch it dry. Any of it is better than watching this. Do not do it. Do not do it. There is not even a level of irony here that we're saying this and trying to convince you to, oh yeah, it can't be that bad. It is that bad. We're trying to save you.
Just grab a hose and just be that guy that just waters his grass and just like stares out into space.
Driveway.
Or like sprays his driveway. Just like one of those guys that just sits there and just sprays. Literally do that for 110 minutes.
Yeah.
Then come back.
It's 110.
It's 110
It's
minutes.
110 minutes.
And if you
shit.
do end up watching this movie, you cannot legally come back to us now for any mental ill that you feel watching it, whether it's from epilepsy, because there's a warning for that, they're covered, or from just losing, like, having your brain, like having your nose start bleeding while you're watching it because it just breaks you in twine.
I feel this is the first episode where we've actually like gone into depth describing the entirety of the film. I don't think we missed
there's not a single, we've covered it. You know what? Listen to this.
Yeah.
Because we covered this in about 20-30 minutes for you.
Yeah. We summed it up, so you don't need to listen to watch all 110 minutes.
Yeah,
and even if you're a big fan of The Weeknd, I get it. I already have spoken that I do like some of his music. I get it. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
Just run into a wall.
Yeah. Go find a place where they're starting to just, refinish the asphalt and lay down in front of a steamroller until you look like a tube of toothpaste.
I wouldn't go that far. That's not nice.
We have listed off.
I was going to say stick your hand out.
Stick your hand in the socket.
We've listed out so many activities that you can do in 110 minutes.
Make it count, though. Use a dryer socket. Get the 240 volt in you.
Like, go buy a Lego set. Do Lego.
Go buy a Lego set. That's
Build
nice.
a Lego. Build a Lego with your kids, man.
Listen to 110 minutes of The Weeknd's music.
Hit yourself in the head with a bottle of champagne. If the unconsciousness lasts for 111 minutes, it's about the same experience.
Have some cough medicine and Sprite and go on a journey for 110 minutes.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking watch this movie.
Have
please.
yourself a merry little Christmas.
Just whatever you think.
In June.
Whatever you think is a better activity than watching this film, or whatever you think is a worse activity than watching this film, is probably
still better.
It's probably better, and it's probably going to bring you more joy and give you more value in your life and not take away your will to live.
Yeah.
You know what? Even some things that take away your will to live are probably better than this.
Go on YouTube and put Two Girls, One Cup on a loop for 111 minutes. Still better.
Well, that is cinema, James.
This is cinema.
That is cinema. Apparently, those two girls still act.
Good for them. I'm proud of them.
Let's close the book on Hurry Up.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we're done. I'm done talking.
Did we even say what the main event was?
We did.
Okay,
Dave said it.
Yeah, that's the main event.
Yeah.
What about if you want to get your Jenna Ortega numbers up and your Barry Keoghan numbers?
Nope, not worth it. Literally watch anything else. Go touch grass.
I like listening to the grass grow. Touching grass.
Yeah.
So you're saying that I can't pick the movie again?
You're cut off for a little while. We're putting baby in the corner.
I don't want to be put in the corner. Like they put me in the corner today in the sushi store. The sushi restaurant.
Those bastards.
They were lovely though. They were very accommodating, and they definitely made my day feel better because I was having a bad day, and they made it better.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, it was weird being put in the corner. So I guess baby does get put in a corner.
They didn't want to put sad sushi man in the middle of the restaurant for all to see during lunch rush.
I think that's what they were doing. They were just putting me away. So that
we'll look after you, but not like this.
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
But lovely sushi.
Nice.
Sushi. Lovely experience. It was kind of fun. It was fun. I enjoyed myself.
Anyway, do we have anything else for this episode?
I feel like we should drop the mic, but I don't want to. I want to keep going, boys, and I want to talk about A New Blue.
Oh my God, it's been an age.
What did that boy buy? It's Dave's New Blues.
What do you got?
So I have the privilege of speaking about the new 40th anniversary 4K edition of Re-animator, which the lovely people at Ignite Films sent us a copy of. It is the only place you can get it for the rest of the year. There are 4 different versions of it.
Sweet.
I think there's like a deluxe one and then like a super deluxe one and then regular versions. We just got the regular version with the slipcase.
Sure.
The packaging could have been better to not destroy the slipcase, but it's
fine.
That's neither here nor there. Yeah. I just know that there's a lot of people who collect slipcases, so just keep that in mind. But it's the only place you can get it right now. And I was told last week they're going to be doing Bride of Re-animator next.
Cool.
So I'm excited to see that film. All of this to say, James, have you seen Re-animator?
I haven't. I am very much looking forward to it.
Tony, you have.
Yes, I have.
So you watched the Arrow version, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the Arrow version looks pretty good. It looks pretty great. It's out of print now.
Yeah.
Obviously. I figured out why it's out of print.
Yep.
It looks great, but it's it has like a vintage look to it, and there's definitely it's not perfect.
Okay.
There's lines that kind of go through. It looks worn.
It's off a film transfer.
It's off a film transfer. They didn't correct all of it.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's a little faded type thing.
Sure.
But it looks good. I would have no problems watching it.
Yeah.
And I'm not, if you have that version, I'm not going to tell you to get rid of it.
Sure.
But if you don't have that version, and if you're a gigantic fan of Re-animator, it has never looked better.
Oh.
It is like night and day.
Wow.
Like it looks like a totally different film. It is perfect.
Wow.
It is perfect.
Awesome.
Like I was comparing the two and I was like, holy Jesus.
Yeah.
It just looks amazing. The detail is incredible. It's not one of those goofy AI fucking remasters.
Yeah.
Like they actually put the time in
to
properly remade.
I love that.
Remade the look.
That's great.
The filmic look. The blood looks awesome.
Yeah.
The skin tones are great. The detail is exquisite. There's definitely things that you weren't supposed to see that have definitely gotten a lot clearer.
Oh God.
In the amount of times that it's been remastered, where you're like, perhaps you shouldn't be seeing that.
Yeah.
But you can now.
Oh,
and
good.
It's still a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like it starts off kind of strange and then it just goes off the wall and it gets fucking wacky.
Yeah.
It's bonkers.
And gory as all fuck.
Oh, geez.
It is nasty. Not as nasty as From Beyond, but it is a nasty piece of work.
Huh.
Jeffrey Combs is amazing. Barbara Crampton is amazing. And just, it's a whole lot of 80s fun.
I love that.
And the guys at Ignite Films have added some better than decent new features to it.
Okay.
As well as literally all the features from the Arrow.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So you didn't lose anything.
You lose nothing.
Awesome.
Everything you could possibly want that has been available before is there, plus new stuff.
Cool.
And that includes 3 audio commentaries. Mm-hmm. That includes a score-only track, which I love.
Sure.
Even though I was like, why does this feel so great? What's up with this score? And then I realized they're knocking off Psycho. And then I'm like, oh, that's why I like it so much. There's vintage featurettes. There's new featurettes. There's way too little on how they remastered it. I would have loved to have learned more on how they remastered it. And as well, there's also the 4K and the separate Blu. If you buy the Blu-ray as well, or not as well, if you buy the Blu-ray. The unrated cut is its own disc, which is the cut that's been available forever and is on the Arrow, but it also comes with the integral cut, which is kind of a Frankenstein cut that somebody came up with that brings in all of the R-rated scenes and the scenes that they added in for the edited for TV versions.
Oh.
And kind of Frankenstein's a cut using all of those scenes plus everything from the unrated.
Wow.
Because they had to, this movie's fucking gross, James.
Yeah.
So they had to make an R-rated version for Blockbuster, obviously.
They had to make a TV version.
And then they had to make a TV version as well. So there's added scenes in both of those versions that aren't in the unrated cut. So it's like integral cut is like 20 minutes longer.
Wow. Just to kind of stitch everything
just
together.
to kind of stitch it together. So that was on the limited edition Arrow that is an obscene amount of money now, and not on the out of print one that Tony and I had previously. So this one is readily available now with this one. So that's kind of a fun little artifact that I want to check out.
Yeah.
But all of this to say, if you love Re-animator, adore it, then you should definitely check it out. If you already have the Arrow, it's kind of a fan only thing, I would say.
Sure.
But I know that the price points are a little high because Ignite is a very, very fringe boutique. So keep that in mind.
Sure.
But it's definitely worth the price you pay for this kind of thing. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to Bride of Re-animator. Tony's falling asleep, so I'm gonna stop.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to make it so that my nose doesn't run profusely.
Got you.
Yeah,
I thought you were doing Tai Chi.
No.
We spent so long talking about Hurry Up Tomorrow that Tony's nose is starting to bleed all over again.
Yeah, pretty much. Just trying to get it back up in there.
Yeah.
But yes, for since we haven't done a new blue in a while, this one is definitely a banger and is definitely one of the early contenders for best of the year.
Absolutely.
Nice. And thanks again to Ignite Films for sending this over. And
new friends
at Ignite Films. And
new bougie boutique unlocked.
Yes. And James, I cannot wait
for
excited. You to experience Re-animator because it is a blast.
So should we have a double feature and watch Orphan and Re-animator?
You know what? That'd be a hell of a night.
That'd be a hell of a night.
I would be.
Let's get some pizzas.
Down for
that.
Let's
get some pizzas. Let's fold them in half.
You gotta fold them in half.
That would be an evening.
Re-animator.
I am down to clown.
And the plan is made.
Yeah, I'm in.
But thanks, Dave. It was great to have you back on a new blue. It's been a long, long time, and
it has.
It's always nice to hear.
Thank you.
With that, though, I think we'll just wrap this one up. And thanks everyone for listening. And we'll be back with a regular scheduled programming in 2 weeks. And until then, I'm still here being Jimmy, and I'm joined with
Big T, Tony B.
Yeah, and
Dave, if you're nasty.
And we'll catch you on the flip side.